Katy Perry went to space. Technically, they just crossed the Kármán line, which is the 100-kilometer altitude beyond which space starts, and just float on back down on the Blue Origin capsule. But technically, yes, she is now an astronaut, which is what I hope my little baby daughter will grow up to be. But then again, we always reinforce our failed dreams on our children, so that's the case here. Nevertheless, no matter what lies in Advitya's future, I think humanity's future is bright, because we are kind of making slow and steady progress towards actually establishing a presence beyond Earth. And the critics may say that it's a waste of time and resources and effort, but I think such PR exercises are good for the space exploration business, because in the end, like SpaceX has proved, it's business that will take us beyond Earth's orbit and into lunar and Martian territories. That's why I wrote my science fiction novel, An Android Awoke, based on Earth, Moon and Mars. And there is a new element that is discovered on Mars which cannot be replicated on Earth, which might have faster than light travel capabilities, which might grant our spacecraft or spacecraft that are made from it faster than light travel capabilities. But only volume 1 is published right now, so I'm still working when I get time on the weekends or at night sometime on volume 2, but it's very slow going. And I guess that just like space travel, it requires a lot of iteration and planning and execution of the planning to write a follow-up to my first novel, my first science fiction novel. Actually my first novel, because my first book was a non-fiction. It was my travelogue called A Life Afloat. And afloat is what we are in space when we cross the Kármán line. And at the same time, I think that it makes sense for many other companies to follow the path set by SpaceX in reusability of boosters, because that is a massive cost in itself. And I think they have got the Falcon booster to a stage where it is nearly fail-proof. But of course that can't be said for anything, or any person for that matter. Secondly, I think India has a very huge potential to exploit the space economy, because we have the technological know-how, and we can provide our services to foreign countries who have much higher disposable incomes for investing in such high cost in initiatives. And India of course will benefit from that. And I think the future lies bright and shiny ahead of us. This all-female space flight, technically yes, is only space tourism, but I think it does add to the visibility of the space exploration initiatives, and that is very much required, because a person who has very little to lose from inflaming global wars, whether in commercial or in military terms, can be as stupid as he wants. But I think good sense will prevail, and it makes sense for the rest of humanity to work together. So imagine how even opposing nations, Russia and America, the Roscosmos and NASA, they work together to send astronauts and cosmonauts up to the ISS. So the latest ISS crew has gone up on the Soyuz? No, I think that's the name of the rocket, but I think it is the Soyuz is the module. I'm forgetting which rocket of Russia's they launched the astronauts on, but in any case, that's one very clear example of how we need to cooperate. And China is operating its own space station, Tiangong, and India of course has the Gaganyaan program, for which the first Gagan Yatri will be floating up, going up with the private Axiom 4 mission atop a SpaceX rocket, and I think that's going to be good. We also saw the Fram 2 polar human orbit, which was another first. So as we continue to break new and new ground, metaphorically, by going up into space off the ground, I think we are going to continue to explore some really nice ways in which we can innovate how we use the knowledge we gain from space exploration, and how we eventually enhance our entire species, and how we reach the new territories, as I said, of Moon and Mars. So let's see what happens in the future, and I always have positive hope for it. Living forwards with 6Rsm is what I do. I am Axat, and thank you so much for watching. Take care, stay safe, namaste.